you. Bobby. Mozzie. Zest. NCR. Maker. DG Sin. Stacks. Quick. Buzz. Carlo. Tammy.
Of course, they saw 3 players. There's 1 unaccounted for with that recon. Whoa, no! NCR somehow ends up walking out of there with a kill. A shock dart through to further harass. And okay, a rotation from DRX. They're starting to move back, move through mid. FURIA have rotated though. They're watching it, although they've lost Khalil. And now, okay, at least a faster rotation for QCK. He is going to be on site on time, but this could be a little bit difficult for Quick to hold.
Yeah, I think they're at least going to get themselves the plant. It's just what they can do from there. Umbre's already tagged low and rotation all coming in to basically play this one as a squad. Turret also going to give them a little bit of extra information as the swing comes through. And, well, unless Stacks is going to get a couple more of those, it's going to be a relatively easy cleanup in the pistol round for FURIA. They're even going to close the door on the other side just to delay them that little bit more.
Yeah, smart move. They'd already seen the turret as well. DRX are going to be blitzing out to take this fight. Already, though, NCR in with 1. Quick's on the site, but now has support. He only had a Spectre to play with, but the Guardian joins him up. And now the damage is starting to swing their way, at least a little bit. FURIA doing quite a bit. That shock dart not going to quite cancel the plan, but the players rushing in have, and now there's no time to get it down. What a disaster for DRX as FURIA stomped them out in round number 3. Now this walk towards the site, flash out, DG doesn't even get the chance. It's messing around the corner for 3. Oh, DRX are not having a good time here. That pop flash was absolutely sublime. But there's players tucked in those corners, Buzz being the first. He's already caught the hand! FURIA somehow get out. It looks like it's planned. Obviously, this is just some horrendous between timing and just the way things are going down. Unlucky for DRX in some of the fights. This guy is entering by himself and then being left by himself, essentially. There's 10 seconds to get in here and plant. They've killed 1, but they don't know about the player on the back of the site. Now they have that information to play with. They need to take him down, though. The plant needs to come in now, and there's no time. It's done already. Another successful defender round for FURIA, despite Stacks racking up kill after kill. DRX still haven't got a round on the board. And he makes it out with his life. Being pressured from absolutely every side. 1 for DJsin. He's going in for 2, but Stacks will punish him at last. Still though, look who's in the corner. Only good for 1. This is finally DRX with a head start in the round. They've gotten themselves onto a site.
As said, if you can trade that man 1 for 1, that's absolutely fine. At least he's not still surviving in the backlines, causing you issues. And someone who is Marco. Finally, he's going to get the kill. But it does give Quick a chance. Both players forced into the back corner. Maybe a little bit wary, the players are still towards main. But in fact, they are both at the back of site.
It's pretty huge as well. They had the Omen, they had the paranoia to potentially clear out this exact position. But with him gone, Quick's got it all to do. And swinging through that angle is going to have to be a 180 spin to finish off the second player. Good luck. He certainly needed it. DRX finally have gotten themselves onto the scoreboard there.
Has been smoked off. The fact he's activated his dash makes me think he might actually be attempting to go through it. And well, they're starting to predict. Buzz on the board as well. He's had a very quiet start to this game, but they're finally starting to read that aggressive Brazilian operator player. Quick does catch Stack though, and that actually leaves this B site not as well effective as you'd hope it to be, because they're only splitting through mid now. Nobody coming through B main.
With the door closed, they couldn't even punish him. The damage has been done to some of the teammates here for DRX. That being one of them, RB though just about survives. A sliver of health, a shock dart in to try and take him down. But it doesn't. It leaves him still on 70. He's happy and safe in that corner, and he's going to remain tucked in while his teammate plants. Here's the flash to try and initiate, gain some space. One kill, the peek in from mid. Great shutdown from RB, and a follow-up. Little bit of damage. A tickle onto Mazin. Mako, known to be on the site, known to be sneaking around here somewhere. Still got a flash to clear on through, and look at Mazin. He hit behind the boxes. He blocked the flash perfectly, and the timing on the swing. I thought that was going to end a different way. After those first few bullets, I had a little bit of a heart attack, but we're okay. 8-2. It could be the lifeline they need if they can find it. Again.
He gets spammed out from this position literally moments ago. I know he's already popped it, so he can get out of there. Never mind.
And
he's still going to get a couple of kills. Now his teammates actually swinging alongside. Zest has done a fantastic job to at least turn the tide a little bit, but it's still going to be all left on to Stacks.
Yeah, they needed to keep contesting that to stop this res from coming through. Now there might be no choice. Players are a little bit too far away, but a quick rotation. See, if Khalil gives away his position, that's perfect, because QCK then should have the flank. That's ridiculous, though. A quick stinger kill giving an opportunity. Quick, though, has managed to sneak through. He did reposition, and he's dropped the spike. Now where do you go as RB? He hasn't got a flash left to play with, has got his nade at least. But the thing is, you can run down the clock all you want. The spike is there. You've got to go to that position. He knows it, but Quick will not win the fight. That is a much-needed round for DRX. Sneaking their way in. This is crazy. FURIA on a stealth push. They contacted through short. They contacted onto site. They contacted past generator. I don't know how they've gotten that much space for free, but DRX, again, they leave gaps and FURIA fill them instantly.
Yeah, it's down to Stacks and Zest to try and pull off a miracle once again. Not looking likely, never mind. 2 quick kills! Zest has somehow come out with a couple of his own! This round doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and it doesn't matter anyway, because Quick is going to pull off the Red Bull clutch.
But he's going to be naded out of the corner! He still gets one before going down. A life for a life. A happy trade for FURIA, I think. They end up in a 3 versus 2, even with Khalil being incredibly low. That Hunter's Fury is trying to hunt him down. Both him and Quick just need one hit from it, but none land, and then Zest loses his life.
Spike planted.
He's needed again. Stacks came close earlier to having that first clutch of the tournament. Now placed into a 1v3 turn 2. One of the players desperately low. The Nightfall's going to give away his position. Down to just one. NCR, though, I think that's through the box, is able to close out the round.
That flash possibly blinded them just enough. Mako up close, it's good for 2! He's got the spike right at his feet. He's hunting down the Sova as well. Realizing now, though, he's in trouble. They can come from either side. He's going to duck himself into Wine and hope his teammates can provide a little bit of cover, a little bit of a distraction. 20 seconds left, and that spike has to be retrieved. The onus is on NCR, he's up close. This fight could determine it all, and the attackers are the ones to win it. A quick flank from Stacks, but is it quick enough? 10 seconds on the clock. The spike needs to be planted, and he's got the angle. Spike dropped. Time is so low. They've got to put it down right now. It's being planted, and no denial. They have just about gotten it. The 1v1 as Buzz tries to keep DRX alive, and he'll get it on the Blade Storm. Another lifeline for DRX as they hit 7.
Oh, he's actually been caught out. That was a spam through the wall that's managed to clear Buzz. He was maybe trying to stick around a little bit too long. Khalil was going to clear the site, and it is going to have to be that retake. And look at Digis and go, but he's going to be punished this time. A chance to play the 5v4, but maybe getting a little bit greedy here. And as said, there are some solid retake pieces of util to get back in here.
They've had success with those pieces of aggression before. I can understand Deej isn't going for it, but now the trouble, having that one less player. RB, though, makes up for it with Mazin down. An off angle for Quick, but he doesn't find the kill. Again, an opportunity for DRX to get back in here. A 4 versus 2. The jump peek! What a swat!
Oh, they almost just lost that round.
What am I watching, bro? What a jump! Everyone was jumping. Does everyone use mouse wheel? Is this some sort of new strategy? They've waited it out. They've made themselves some time. These players are having to fall back to watch mid. You've only got your two-man hold on this site. Hunter's Fury through to try and grab info, and the timing is great for DJZin, winning that fight at long last, but he might go down to the Hunter's Fury. He barely avoided it. Just about stayed alive. RB, though, he's putting up the hold that DRX need. A 3v3, a 3v2. RB single-handedly keeping this team alive. The ace almost at hand. The shorty's out to try it. It's stolen, as this half was. DRX have hit 24, and we're going to overtime. I don't know what I'm watching, Tom. I really don't.
They've almost gone for the same aggression that Marco was playing off of them in the previous half. It is going to be won by Marzin. Back to his success, and more importantly, that knife is going to catch a couple of players. They know they're pushing short.
Well, that nade through as well. They're going right into DJZin's hands, but he's only good for one. The further aggression, he thought that was the first guy, and the others were behind the nade, but no, now they're behind them, starting to make their way up and out of heaven. The flash about to come through, and Khalil's being left unchecked. They were looking at main. They didn't think about under, and they'll regret that for the rest of this round, and it's not too long. Khalil with a triple from that spot as FURIA finally get back on the board. He is? He's going up and in. The flash is there, and he's got two.
Maniac.
Buzz is still going. Another dash online to work with. He has the escape to play with, and he doesn't even need it. 4 for Buzz. Another phenomenal DRX round. This defense is unstoppable. Players are starting to close up in the alleyway. What can Quick really do about this? It's a tough fight to take on this, and the dash out. That causes more problems, but a good off angle for NCR. He's going to hold it on. Oh, no, he's being flashed! That was perfect timing, and RB follows up with a wall bang. This round might just be in DRX's hand. They might just have broken the curse of the attacking side that we've seen all map long. Mazen being watched.
Oh, it didn't get him. It didn't get him. The flash just a little bit too shallow. I think it was playing for if someone was a little bit deeper onto the corner, and just sitting back passive is enough. DJZin with an operator trying to peek back in. It's just not going to be easy, so it is the charge being taken by Khalil, but you can see just how passive DRX is sitting. They're not taking any risks. They're not giving any fights. They don't care if they all go down to the spike. It's OT. It's not like the finances matter. They can just sit there and wait out this clock. They will be taking that first attacking round. There's absolutely nothing the remaining players can do about it. In fact, they don't even know what the plan was. Just pad the stats a little bit.
Good save.
Hey!
14-13. Little info for him there as they cross over, starting to swarm into the site. Cautiously, FURIA approach. They've got so many players to deal with. One-to-one trades are fantastic. They've got sight. They've got the plant. And there's no way to deny this for DRX. Still a full belt utility for RB. It's something to play with, but a 2 versus 3.
Where's the hesitation? DRX just didn't believe they would commit back into the B side, so the other players are just so desperately far behind. The thing is, though, a lot of their defensive round came off of these clutches. RB's just going to get headshotted the second he throws out the nade, and whoa, they do keep this one going.
This time, he's pushed back, some utility keeping him at bay as Buzz takes control of mid for DRX. Mazen down. A big blow to FURIA right away. Buzz wants to spur forward. He's at least destroyed the drone, taking the info out of their hands and really neutering this B play. They've got to go right back to the site. They're boxed in, and DJZin's missed the shot. A rarity, and another ringing up shot with no kill on the other side. A disaster here for FURIA as they lose all of their players on B. They've lost the site, the plant is in, and DRX seem to have figured this one out.
Yeah, the same risks that were paying off so massively when it came to regulation have just started to fail. I think a lot of that is Buzz warming up into the series. Like, not able to connect his shots initially. Well, now he's in an impossible crossfire. It's not going to happen for Khalil. It is, again, an opportunity for DRX going into their defensive side.
Zest to 36. He's almost gone down, but instead he stays alive to at least grab a kill. Maybe even a little bit more. That's a solid start for DRX. Oh!
What's that lurk play from NCR? Just holding the top of mid. He manages to catch out Marco. That's a lot of the utility gone, but look at the rotation. They're already within the site. Almost a little bit confused. The spike is on the deck. It's left now to DJZin, and NCR is still rotating. He hasn't made it to the site yet, and they're just running out of time. That 1v1 not working, and NCR 15 seconds, so many players still to find. He needs an utter miracle, and there is no hope. DRX from 12-4 down. They are going to be closing this one out. There is nothing he can do. 16-14. The Koreans, they make that comeback happen.
Those building blocks in the early rounds for FURIA, they made it look like an impenetrable wall, but that has come crumbling down. A map stolen from under their nose, and it was their home turf, their map pick, and their map to lose.
Utilized to get back into this position, but there's counters on the other side. Buzz leading the charge, though, already opened up, but there's a pretty passive hold from the remaining players other than the rotation of Digital.
I love that idea. Smoke out long, paranoia backside. You've got all the control you need. Now it comes down to blind fire through the smoke. Body blocks coming in, and that defuse is not denied. DRX walk away with a round. Immediate push straight down to short. DRX really want to take the fight to them, and that is a fantastic early duel. Mako down to 5 HP, Buzz to 45. Not the greatest in terms of health bars, but they've got 4 weapons against 3, and in a low buy round like this, that's a perfect trade right off the rip.
Yeah, they 4-stacked A. Like, they had 4 players pushing deep in towards that A side. Maybe a hard read on what FURIA like to do in some of these earlier rifle rounds, especially when you're up against SMG. The A side can give you some pretty favorable fights. They haven't fallen off, though. And in fact, the push coming in from behind Marco, if he can even get one here, it'd be fantastic, but well, asking a little bit too much of him. That flank, though, is going to be coming through very quickly indeed, and nobody on the other side has realized it yet.
Yeah, that timing is just perfect. And the player is possibly still making some noise on long. If they do, maybe it would draw their eyes to the other side. Buzz tucking in, taking advantage of his 45 HP. Of course, we lost Mako, the other low player, so now DRX are almost reset in this fight, and with Dejason down, FURIA are backed into a corner. Khalil is the only man left alive. 3 players to take down. They've all got weapons, and Buzz is claiming his second scalp. This man has been revitalized coming into map number 2.
If they're going to go for the retake, they might just try and deny the plant altogether. Nice shot, though, from Quick. And actually, it could be overwhelming for Stacks. He's got so many players on the other side.
That Rolling Thunder hasn't caught the Garage players. It's only towards the site, but it gets the players out and a foothold in to play from. Now range is on their side. And as you can see, right away, that's a problem for Mazin. Supportive utility gone. Dejason with one operator covering up close, dashing out of the way, and they might need to still swing to confirm defuse isn't underway. No, they actually don't. They can see it from the cubby. Planted out a little bit wider than I'd expected. Oh, they've got the reveal was a little bit too high. Still in for the kills, though. Dejason with 3 to close it. The Vandal that they found has done them so much good. The first round for FURIA.
RB, his position is going to be revealed. He actually goes swinging in instead, though. Uses that ult against them. It may have given away his position, but he can still just fight them tooth and nail. This man's crosshair placement has been on point today. 3 kills already, locking down this C site single-handedly. And sure, Marco will complete it with a Prime Gaming flawless.
It's not a good sign to see those little micro plays not working out.
Just running in. Just landing everything, but there's been trades. A couple of kills going back in the other direction. NZR still hiding within the smoke, but Stacks is going to be able to drop at least one more. Get the tap onto the spike, the swing out drops one more, and this wraparound from Digison. There's nobody on it, at least at the moment he lands that first headshot. The tap is going to take him away, and please just get that. It was a Red Bull clutch. That was a Red Bull clutch.
Yeah, it was a great clutch. Ult is already popped. They're going to make it through. Grab that spike and now run to site, but look who's waiting for them, sitting here. The smoke on its way, but Buzz was down below, an unaccounted for angle, and now it's left to one man, but Dejason, oh, he doesn't even get a rifle, like a fully automatic one. He's down to the Guardian. Not the best to try and take 2 players. He's trying to shoot him out of the sky. The first is his. Another clutch potentially for Dejason. 10 seconds though. He needs to get this spike planted here and now. And Buzz is evading him, dancing around the site. It's now or never for Dejason, and he finds it. A 3rd kill. And FURIA, these foundations are coming together right when they need them. Does not look comfortable on this agent. There are issues here for FURIA that make me think this is not going to be just a reset. And okay, they get a few kills, but DRX again come out on top, and the flank is being watched. Mako's got the intel! Oh, that's a mistake! But he gets away with it.
Paranoias? I heard you saying something about
He got all 3! He got all 3!
No, he missed though. Still. some low players over on the DRX side. Paranoia not going to connect onto anyone. The cross being held by Marco. Actually, one goes down to an aftershock. And well, a nasty shock for FURIA fans because Khalil now left to try and fight everybody stunned up, hit by the smoke, jittering in those back corners. And well, I don't see any way in at this point. Almost has to just try and blitz through that smoke and almost headshot everyone on the way through. Or attempt to just earn a few extra credits up. I would say orbs, but shadows.
I don't know why you would be so rude. Good old orbs gained here for Khalil. They'll go down to the spike in the end, but 9 rounds for DRX. Don't think they'll expect Khalil, short of some very poor timing. This could be fantastic. No, but they've smoked it out and they clear it.
Buzz is on fire.
Oh!
Just destroying them. That's the thing. I don't know what was happening in the first half of the first map, but he has been a different beast all the way through, and not a single battle has gone the way of FURIA in this round. They take the time, get the orb, go back. I'm going to go plant. I'll get my ult as well, just in case we need it for the next round. But I'll be honest, even just the manner of which they're winning these rounds is so dominant. See the aggression coming through, and the majority of players going to get caught. NZR does manage to at least catch one. The problem is his teammates out of the sight. The flank coming in quickly might be able to catch someone, but Zest is watching for it, and it doesn't seem to matter what member of DRX has taken the battle. That man had 3 kills and just got his 4th doing that. Just decimating the star player of this FURIA roster, and the remaining 2, you've just got to be questioning, what do you even do here? You've got nothing to play with, a paranoia, a stun, a single flash to try and get you back through, and you've got to get past the raid boss of this shorty. It's Khalil down, and it's all left onto Marzin. Even getting a little bit of BM just at the close of the game because it almost could have been so different for FURIA. Instead, it is a 13-4, closing it out in style for the Korean roster of DRX. A little bit slower to start this time around, but it's clear that they are here to play once again.
I'll tell you what, they had us in the first half, but DRX, they came